Hello again today, and thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your support as you watch these short videos, and I offer any thoughts I might have to you and ask that if you have a response, a question, or a comment, please feel free to put it in the comment section under this video. So today I wanted to talk for just a minute or two. That never happens, does it? I always start rambling and go on for 15 minutes, but I apologize up front if I do that. I wanted to talk shortly, if possible, about the idea of sacred stillness and where it is found. And I want to make it clear that sacred stillness is an inner stillness. It is stillness in our inner person, our heart, our spirit. It is a stillness that can't be attained by trying to force yourself not to have emotions or not to have thoughts or not to have physical sensations. It's a stillness that will come naturally as we make time to sit quietly, and when these thoughts and feelings arise, to avoid interaction with them. So when we do that, when we're able to sit for a while in stillness and not engage with our thoughts and our feelings and our physical sensations, we do reach a point in time where the stillness is natural and we are no longer so aware of those things. Now, when that happens, sometimes it's an expectation that you're going to have some kind of fantastic experience or get some great insight. And that, when that doesn't happen, sometimes people get discouraged or get bored with it or say, well, maybe this stillness stuff works for some people, but it doesn't work for me. And I just want you to encourage you to continue seeking this stillness. This is a time before God, before the Divine One, the Holy One of the universe, the Lord of all that is, and you're making yourself available. This God of the universe is not obligated to send you a message every time you sit and do that. Just a heads up on that thought. But over time, you will find that either then or later, maybe in a conversation, maybe when you're reading something, or you are thinking about things, you'll get some insight, some self-revelation, and you won't really know where it came from, but it comes from this sacred stillness. This is divine wisdom that comes to you. And it is not necessarily something that you need to broadcast to all your friends and relatives, but it's something to continue to contemplate and understand as deeper levels of self-revelation happen in your life. And the deeper we go, the closer we are to that divine spark, to that point in our heart, that point in our inner person where we are actually one with the divine and with all that is. But that doesn't necessarily happen the first time you sit down and try contemplation. They don't call it a contemplation experience, but a contemplative life. That means that this is an ongoing process. So welcome the process. And for a person who is just beginning something like meditation or centering prayer or a time of contemplation, know that at first it may seem strange, it might seem difficult to sit there. You might even get bored with the whole idea. But after a while, this will become the time of your day that you most treasure, because it'll be a time of rest, it's a time of refreshing, it's a time of peace and reassurance. It is all of the things that you will need to continue to progress on the spiritual life path. So don't give up that sacred stillness, but hang on to it. And any issues that you have, any problems you think you have with it, I'm sure over time those will work themselves out. This is something that you do on your own. It's not a course that you take. You can't get a diploma in sacred stillness. You have to make yourself available. I always say make space for grace in your life and wait patiently and expectantly for all of the good results. I know that maybe that didn't sound real personal, but that comes from experience. Everybody starts someplace, and most people have the same challenges at the beginning of their attempts at meditation. And I had the same problems as everybody else, the same discouragement, and I don't know how to do this feeling, or I'm not doing something right because I'm not getting any result. But let me just tell you also from experience that will pass, and you will come to love the time you spend each day in this form of centering prayer. And I've used that term a couple of times, and I haven't really explained it. It's a form of Christian meditation, and I'll be doing some videos about that. And so I hope you can join with me when I do those. Just watch for that in the title, Centering Prayer Explained, and we'll go through it together. Okay? So, again, thanks for being here. I hope to see you again next time. Take care. Be well. Bye-bye for now.